Chris Popper here in Bangor. I'm joined by MDI head football coach Mark Shields down in Bar Harbor. Coach, it's we're here again. Another Northern Maine 8-man regional championship, and again, it always seems to involve Camden Hills.
Yeah, that's true, Chris. Yeah, I was talking to the kids the other night about the importance of this and the history behind it. And, I think I figured out there's only six other teams that have played for a regional championship in program history for MDI. So, for them to still be playing, they should feel very fortunate and they earn that right, from the hard work they've done since August 18th. And, I talked to them about, I was emailing with the Orono coach and Coach Sinclair, and because they got knocked off by Dexter, and it was a bit of
Right.
an upset. I don't think it was a huge upset, but I asked him how he was holding up, and this is a guy that's been doing this for 40 some odd years, and he said, yeah, pretty much just typical, off season after a loss, depressed, collecting equipment, uniforms, getting ready for the banquet. So, I talked to the kids about, we're very fortunate to still be out here practicing, and we have a chance to play one more football game.
Well, I mean, that's it. It's always very sad because the season crashes to an end for the losing team. I mean, you are one of four 8-man large schools still playing, and when you get into the tournament and to championships, I mean, one team moves on, one team goes home, and it's like, oh my gosh, okay, we've done this 5, 6 days a week since the middle of August, and it's all of a sudden, boom, now what am I doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's only one team that's going to win their last game of the season, right? And that's the team that
Right.
gets to hoist the gold ball. And you're right, every season, because when you're in the season, you're totally invested, right? You're in the moment. And then all of a sudden that clock hits zero. And if you don't have the higher score, you're right, it all comes crashing down. The reality of, wow, this is it, especially if you're a senior, and it's like this
Right.
could be the last time that I'm ever going to play football. So you're right, it's that important, and we've been stressing that to the kids. When we get ready to play Holton, I told the kids, don't worry about our last score against them. Don't worry about records. It does not matter in the playoffs. It's whoever performs better in that 2 hour span on that particular day. That's the team that's going to move on.
Yeah. I mean, and absolutely. And like you said, it's the last, potentially the last time, uh, I mean, unless a few of them are going to play collegiately in football in college, which is rare. Um, it's the last time they're going to put their shoulder pads on. It's the last time they're going to put their football cleats on. It's the last time. I mean, these kids have been doing this for the most part since first, second, third grade. And, it's just, you got to go out and play like this is your last game and leave it all on the field. And, I mean, it's great motivation for the kids. I mean, win it for your seniors and let's keep going as a team one more week. I mean, you don't need any chalk talk or any bulletin board material. It's all right there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Chris. I was actually thinking about that this morning. Believe it or not, I was exercising, which I know. Make sure you tell my wife. Um,
Holy,
well, when I was on the Stairmaster this morning, I was thinking about, have no regrets, right? No regrets. Just leave it all out on the field, and whatever happens, happens. But if you do that, at the end of the day, you're still a winner, whether you win or lose. I mean, obviously,
yes.
we want to win, and Camden Hills wants to win to move on to the state championship. But if you do that, then you have no regrets, and that I don't know if it makes it any easier or not. I mean, we talked about my last play was at Colby College when I played for Skowhegan, and we lost to Lawrence High School, and all I did is ball in the locker room for an hour before I decided even to take a shower. So it's
Right.
it's it's tough. It's tough for sure, and but I know our guys will go out there and they will lay it all on the line. They'll give Camden everything they have.
Yeah. I mean, my last play in high school playing basketball, I fouled out in 1978. I still remember that today, which, what, 37 years later. Yeah. So you just have to leave it all on the line, and on the field. One of the things that I've heard, and I didn't prep you ahead of time, so I apologize, and maybe we can do it or maybe we can't. Um, but some of the boys were selected to all conference. Do you know everybody that was there, or am I, or we want to go to that next week?
Yeah, how about we do that next week?
Okay.
Just so I can have the list and I can go over, which
Okay.
kids got what award, and I don't want to leave anybody out.
Right. Oh,
But
absolutely not. I
yeah,
apologize for
that's
bringing
okay.
that to you right now.
Yeah, thanks for
It,
making me look back, Chris. I don't
yeah,
need any help with that. Okay.
right. Thank you. Thank you, coach, for being aware of what's happening on your team. I understand there's going to be a kind of a caravan, or at least a wishing of good luck at the head of the island on Saturday, when the school bus leaves to go to Camden Hills.
Okay, well, that's another thing that I'm out of loop on,
Only,
but
I mean, I know you're
I don't know anything.
concentrating on everything. I've got to
Yeah,
keep you up to date.
yeah,
But yes, Charity Olson is organizing. I believe you're leaving what at 8:15
yes,
on Saturday.
yes.
Yeah, so people are gathering at the rest stop on the head of the island, to cheer everybody on, and hopefully then people will be able to follow, to go to Camden Hills and root on the Trojans, because look, it's a long drive, it's early morning, and the more noise that MDI fans can make, the better.
Yeah, I remember they did that back in 2023, the year we went to the state championship. In that regional game,
Oh
they met
yeah.
us at the head of the island, and then for the state game, they met us at the head of the island. So that's awesome. That the kids love it, and it gets them excited. And yeah, you're right. I mean, MDI travels well in all of their sports. So heck, our cross country team's going. I think it's Vermont, and there's a bunch of people
Yes.
going down there. So. We just do, and people are committed to their athletics here at the high school, which is awesome. And yeah, hopefully we have a huge crowd down there. We've had, our fans have traveled well all season long, and this is a big one. Obviously, we want to have a contingency down there cheering us on and getting the guys jacked up, and that would mean a lot to everyone.
If you can't make it, the game will be broadcast on the radio. We will have our pregame starting at 11:40. It's a early kickoff. I know that there is lots happening, with the pajama sale going on in Bar Harbor, the bed races on Saturday. But you can listen to us on the radio. We are also on our free downloadable app, sponsored by First National Bank, on any Alexa-enabled device, and of course online at WDEA Internet Radio. And again, kickoff is at noon. So, what does that do for uh, meals and stuff? I mean, you've got, everybody's going to get up. Knowing boys, they kind of stumble out of bed on Saturday morning. May not eat a big breakfast, but you need them to be ready to go. And if they haven't eaten anything, come noontime when the game starts, their tummies are going to be growling, and that may be scary when you're on the line and you hear somebody's stomach growling, but that's not going to do well for blocking or rushing.
Right. So we're having a potluck team dinner Friday night after practice. So
Okay.
the team will get a good meal then. And of course, we'll talk about, how to prepare throughout the morning, the Saturday morning. Um, I'm already getting emails from families how they're donating food for the
Nice.
bus, which they
Nice.
typically do, which is awesome. Charity Olson has been instrumental in organizing a lot of this, and then there's a lot of families that have been helping out with all that. So we'll have healthy snacks on the bus, but you're right. We want to make sure, I'll talk to the guys about hopefully getting up and trying to get a good breakfast in them before they get on the bus. but
Right.
then they want to have something like around whatever 10 o'clock or
Yeah.
so. I always talk about the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's some protein there and some carbs and a little bit of sugar. So, the one family's been bringing those, was it Uncrustables,
Yes.
uh, which has been awesome. So we'll have a bunch of snacks on the bus, and the guys, they definitely eat because they're teenage boys and one young lady, and
Right.
so hopefully, right, they'll be eating something, nothing heavy, right, around 10 o'clock. You don't want to have a bunch of grease and pizza and that sort of thing, but you want to have something that's going to give you some energy. And you're right. If you don't eat anything, I talk to the kids all the time. If you don't eat anything for breakfast, you don't have a snack, well, heck, that game's going to end around 2:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30. There's not going to be any energy there, right?
No, you're
Nothing in the
you'll be
tank.
lucky if you could drag yourself off the field at that point.
Yeah, yeah. So they want to make sure they hydrate and they eat well. Complex carbohydrates. We talk to the guys about that all the time. So
All right. Well, we will talk to you Monday, one way or another, and hopefully we're going to be talking about a state class Northern Maine or state 8-man large championship game the following weekend. But we'll take it one game at a time. And best of luck. I will see you at Camden Hills on Saturday again, noontime kickoff. Hear the game right here on WDEA. Thanks, Coach.
awesome. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.